Keela Kirk's fashion inspirations with the Dreamkeeper collection on QVC. Hi, I'm Debbie Greenwood. Let's have a look at what's coming up today on QVC.
You are watching QVC, the shopping channel. It's very nice to have your company. I'm Julia Roberts. Very busy 2 hours of Indigo Moon has left us with a little bit of a queue on the phones. But do bear in mind that you can order on QCut 0800 52 42 32. And also, of course, you can order online. And you can order, if you're watching us digitally, by pressing your red button and going on to Q Active and following the on-screen prompts. Now, this hour is all about high-tech toys and electronics. We've got a great today's special value, which won't be dispatched from our warehouses this weekend, but we will be able to take some advanced orders in this hour should you wish to secure this great Fuji camera at the today's special value price. I'll tell you more about that in a few moments' time. What else have we got coming up? Let's have a look-see. We have got 556901. Now, this is the Sage M 250 gigabyte dual streaming twin tuner DTT PVR with USB connection. And that is back in stock at £192.36, and it is available on 2 easy payments of £96.18. 556901 is the item number for that, and I'll be looking at that with Nick Oldbury later on. We've also got the Activator RX9 infrasonic plug-in security scanner with the 100 decibel siren, and that's £38. Actually, I was on with this a couple of weeks ago. This is a really good product. About 11,000 of you have had this previously on QVC. 419444. Gives you peace of mind. And actually, I'll be with Nick a little later in this show too, looking at 556747. This is the Samsung even, Sonoma, or Sonoma, 32-inch HD-ready widescreen LCD TV with DTT and tuner and pedestal stand. And that is actually back in stock from March when it sold out. On its debut, it's £640.92, and it is available on 3 easy payments of £213.64. And remember, with QVC, with everything on QVC, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you ordered that, paid 1 payment, got it home, tried it in your living room, see if it's the right size. If it doesn't suit, you arrange to have it picked up, and all you will have paid is the delivery charge, so the postage and packing, £7.95. So that's coming up later on in the show. But we're starting off with a look, the final look of today's special value. And technically, we shouldn't really be looking at this at all because it's sold out. Sorry about that. But the good news is that we have managed to secure some extra cameras, and we will be able to send them out to you on the week commencing the 25th of April. But we don't have a large amount of stock available now. Over 2,500 of these are sold today. It's 556491. It is the same item number. To secure that price, you need to order before midnight tonight. Beyond midnight tonight, the price goes up by, over £42, actually. So to take advantage of the specially reduced price and of the 2 easy payments, you need to order before midnight, and there's less than 200 remaining. Matt Trim, hello.
Hello.
I haven't met you before.
No, it's the first of me too.
Now, tell us what we've got here.
It's the FinePix S5700. It's a 10 times optical zoom bridge camera. And what's a bridge camera? It's halfway between a compact and an SLR type camera. So what we're looking at here is a camera for all occasions. So it'll do everything. So from your amateur happy snapped, right through to maybe something a little bit more complicated, where dads want to get involved with much longer lenses and manual control. It's got everything you could possibly want.
Not just dads, Matt.
All
Let's
right.
not be sexist
Sorry.
about this. I'm sure there are
Sorry.
lots of ladies who want to get involved with that type of
Well,
photography too.
Of course they can.
OK, in terms of the sort of styling on this, how new is this?
This is the UK launch of this product. We've been privileged to have QVC do this for us.
Oh, excellent.
Yep, and it's sold fantastically. And there are very limited stocks left, so if anybody's thinking about it, you know, you really ought to get it.
So can you actually get this anywhere else at the moment?
Nope, only QVC.
Excellent, that's what we like to hear.
Yeah, indeed. And also the bundle's unique as well. And it's quite important that we talk about this because this is £80 plus of accessories.
Extra value.
Free of charge. And these aren't just any accessories, these are the accessories that you will need to go away with the camera.
So it's the sort of thing that if you went into a camera shop in a couple of months' time, you would actually say, oh, and I better take that, and you'd be paying for it. Oh, and I better take that, and you'll be paying for it.
Absolutely.
So this is that type of accessory.
It is indeed, because the camera has 27 megabytes of internal memory, which is like a little emergency for you, but you do need a card. And of course, you'd have to buy that, but they're giving away, or we're giving away, a 512 megabyte card with this camera. That'll give you about
What cards does it take?
Well, it takes two cards. It's
does
unique,
it?
yeah. It's the first for Fuji. It takes XD and SD. So if you're sat at home at the moment thinking, I really love this camera, but I've got a pile of SD cards on my old camera, I can't use that because it looks like it only uses XD. It uses both. It uses SD and XD, and I'll demonstrate.
I think that's a really good feature because basically if you're upgrading your camera, and these are reusable, of course, these cards, you don't want to throw away all that you've bought in the past. You might as well be able to make use of it with the new camera. That's
absolutely.
a really good feature.
So it's a 512 megabyte card, which will do 140 of the very high quality pictures and about 280 of the medium or normal, and about 15 minutes of video. Which is a long time.
Yeah, excellent.
Yes. Also, we're giving you the worldwide travel charger and 4 rechargeable batteries. This worldwide travel charger will work anywhere in the world because you know there's different voltages, like in the States and Japan, 110 volt where we use 240 over here. This charger automatically senses the voltage and will change accordingly so that it will work anywhere in the world.
And does it take all 4 batteries at one time? Do you have to have those loaded into the camera?
Yeah, the camera takes AA batteries, which will fantastic because you can buy those anywhere. But this camera is very low power usage. On a fresh set of ordinary alkaline batteries, you'll get 300 shots. And if you use the...
That's pretty good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And if you use the rechargeables, you get 500 shots. Well, you could realistically charge your batteries up, stick them in a camera and go on holiday for 2 weeks, and you wouldn't wear them out.
556491. We are very, very busy on the phones. Basically, I'd left myself with big cues from the previous 2-hour show, the Indigo Moon Show. Please use Q-Cut 0800 52 42 32 if you want to secure this camera at today's special value price. You're not going to have it sent out straight away. It's going to be sent out on the 25th of April. We're taking advanced orders at the moment. We have technically sold out of this today's special value, but you can still secure that price. But only before midnight. Over 50 of you have placed an order already in the last few minutes. There's less than 150 to go round now. We've sold over 2,500, I think, of these today. 556, actually nearly 3,000 of these today. 556491, and this is the worldwide launch. No one else has got this yet in the UK.
UK launch.
Sorry,
yeah.
UK launch.
Yeah, UK launch. Finally, it's the leather, and I'll emphasise leather, it's got the label there, the leather multi-purpose case, which will take the camera, it'll take the charger, it'll take your card, it'll take your phone, it'll take your purse if you like. Perfect for storing all your camera gear. And everything here is Fujifilm branded.
And Fuji, actually, I mean, going back to when I used to do show reels on VHSs and things like that, you always bought Fuji because they were the best tapes to buy. I mean, these days you do it all on DVDs and things like that, don't you? But they were always used in the industry. They're a recognised good standard.
Huge photographic company, and the name is synonymous with quality and reliability.
Show us some pictures.
OK.
And actually probably take us on a trip around the camera too in a moment.
I'll show you the pictures first because, excuse me, this is what persuaded me to have this camera.
I just want to go, oh.
This is Jess, my dog. Well, this is a straight print. I have to emphasise, this is a straight print. There's been no manipulation on it at all. The cards came straight out of the camera into a special printer.
I mean, the quality there, particularly enlarged to that sort of size, is fantastic. What size is that?
This is A1.
Gosh.
We have an A01 of this, but you haven't got this place to display it, unfortunately, so we had to have an A1. And the A0 is just as good. I mean, it'd be twice as big.
And you can see, you know, every single little bit of the fur there. You can see the little whiskers. You can see the quality. Why is the quality so good, then? Is it to do with the lens?
It's the lens, yeah. People think that you get lots of pixels means quality. It's not. It's the lens. You could have 50 megabyte, well, 50 million pixel camera. If it's got a rubbish lens, you've got 50 million rubbish pixels. The lens is really, really important. And I can't emphasise that enough, because on here, they've put a Fujinon, which is the professional standard lens. It's a really good bit of glass, and that's why you can see every hair on Jessie's face here, and they're pin sharp from edge to edge. It's fantastic.
So cute.
The zoom is a 10 times optical zoom, which is a 38 to 380 effectively in 35
Just
millimetre.
explain basically the difference. Why do you want the optical zoom rather than the digital?
Well, a digital zoom effectively enlarges the pixel, so you're basically cropping the picture, and you're actually reducing the size of the sensor, if you like, and therefore reducing the quality. If you use an optical zoom, you're actually bringing the subject clearer,
right,
or nearer rather, so it's much better.
So again, you're getting it nearer and great clarity. I mean,
yeah.
I know what you're going to tell me. That's the clock tower, isn't it?
It is. This is the 38 end. I'm stood at the bottom here taking a picture of this town hall. This is the wide angle, and I've not moved. All I've done is I've zoomed into the clock tower here, and that's the shot you get.
And of course, if you think, you know, we were talking about, I don't know why we were talking about it, but in Barcelona we were talking about the Nou Camp Stadium,
yep,
which my daughter's been to and my son hasn't, although he's the football fan. She went with a school trip, and she was saying, you're so far away that everyone looks like little pinpricks down on the pitch, you know. And I was just thinking, for sport and things like that, if you're sat a long way back, or pop concerts and things, you know, you can take the pictures and bring them closer. Fantastic.
And this has a sports mode, so those, you know, it would freeze all the action, and you get perfect shots.
Just going to interrupt you 1 second. There's less than 100 to go round now, and bear in mind this is of our advanced orders stock. And actually, I should probably just run through with you the advanced order, what we're doing here. We don't have any stock in our warehouses at the moment. We have been able to secure an extra amount, which we're down to less than 100 remaining now. You will still get the today's special value price of £199.92, saving you over £42. You can still pay on easy payments. You need to be using your credit or debit card. The orders will definitely be fulfilled, that I can tell you. It's not a sort of if we get it back in stock, they will definitely be fulfilled. Payment by credit or debit card only. We can't accept cheque payments, unfortunately, on advanced orders. It's not actually debited to your credit or debit card until the order is shipped out in the week commencing the 25th of April. It could actually be earlier than that, but it will be no later than the week commencing 25th of April. But you do need to be very, very quick. These are going very fast. Sorry.
That's fine. There's going to be 100 very happy people when they take those last 100. We've got all sorts of features. We've got an anti-shake mode or an anti-blur mode on it as well. So if you have a slight tremor or you're not very confident with the camera, you can actually turn on a thing called an anti-blur. It's a little shaky man symbol. This is taken with it off, and you can see that the wind is blowing the flowers. And then I turned it on. This was actually done at dusk, I might add.
Really?
I know. Because it has
fantastic.
Well, it has ISO of 1600, which means it's very good in low light levels. So I turned it on, and it increased the ISO, it increased the shutter speed, and froze the action straight away. I did this one here just to show that there's a self-timer, because obviously there's lots of people who've got pictures of the family and the dad's not in the picture because he's the one taking the picture.
Or the mum.
Or the mum, I beg your pardon. And also what I did is I turned on the intelligent flash, so that one of the shots, you can see, looks a bit brighter, a bit more sparkly. And what's happened is the intelligent flash has worked out that I need a little bit of flash in my face just to give me a bit more of a sparkle.
And that's really useful, isn't it? You know, if you're in a very bright conditions behind you, very often the face is then quite dark.
In shadow, yeah.
Yeah, just filling flash.
It's something, once you use, you think, why didn't I do that before? And you'll use it all the time, and this camera will give you that.
Because we're limited stock, how quick can you carry on with what you're showing us and then take us around the camera quickly?
Well, I mean, these are just pictures basically showing all the colours and things. I mean, I went to Blackpool for the day just to get some lovely coloured pictures. And this just shows you how sharp it is and how wonderfully it renders all the colours on the camera there. I'll take you briefly through the main features. Obviously, there's the 10 times optical zoom, which is this Fujinon lens. It can't be removed. That's a benefit, because you don't want to take lenses off because they get dust in them, and that's if you get dust inside the camera body, that's a very expensive repair. So Fuji have deemed to leave it attached. You don't need another lens. 38 to 380 is huge.
feel the weight of it? I was just wondering how heavy, because it looks very solid and very chunky. It's surprisingly light.
It's about 300 grams, so it's not that much, really.
No,
and
not at all. Not when you're getting those sort of pictures.
No, well, it's designed for one-hand operation as well. If you notice, all the buttons and switches are convenient for your fingers and your thumb.
And also, it's very tactile,
Indeed.
you know, where you're holding that.
It has a 2.5-inch daylight screen on the back, and this has a unique WV coating, a wide view coating, so that you can see the LCD screen from pretty much any angle. But what it also has is an electronic viewfinder. Now, for people like me who wear reading glasses, we have to put these on before we look in a normal LCD, and that can be a bit irritating doing this all the time. So what you can do is you turn on the electronic viewfinder and you're looking through the lens, but like a traditional camera.
Oh, I see. Do you know what? If you're not on the phones right now to order this, you are going to miss out. There's about a dozen in stock, and there's actually about 100 people on the phone. There's going to be so many disappointed people. Just run through again the package that we get, Matt, because there's no point of continuing on how great this camera is, because lots of people are going to miss out.
Well, whoever's got it is getting a great package. Obviously, you're getting the XT card, the 512 megabyte XT card. You're getting the travel charger, worldwide travel charger, and 4 rechargeable batteries. That's priceless in itself. And then you're getting the leather multi-purpose case. £80 worth of product with the camera.
But it has gone. Even the advanced orders have all gone. So well done if you've managed to get that fab camera. Remember, that's the transition camera, isn't it?
Yeah, bridge camera.
Bridge. That's the word. 556491, the item number, but it has gone. Our great today's special value. Matt, thank you very much.
Thanks, Sheila. Thank you.
And now, coming up at midnight, we have got something rather special, and here to tell you more about it is our beauty expert here at QVC, Alison Young.
Well, thanks, Julia. We've got a whole 24-hour event, 24 hours of beauty. Whether you're literally one of our regular viewers and our connoisseur viewers, we've got some of your top brands at special prices, some brand new launches, some products coming over from other countries that are UK launches as well. But also, if you're a novice, if you're a beginner, we've got all of your top experts. I'm with you for loads of hours today, so you'll see me lots, taking you through lots of different routines, right the way from the routines to the absolute must-own item, say, in your makeup wardrobe, to make the difference with this season coming up. Premiere shows, I've got Darcy this afternoon as well this evening, and a premiere Woman and Home show. Remember, I did the fashion show at the Savoy with Bobby Brown and with Mop and with Nails Inc. We've got that coming up this afternoon too. But what have we chosen for today's special value? Well, over £70 saving on Elemis. You're going to buy a cleanser and toner, so why not buy a fantastic one? And why not have a brand new launch of a night treatment, which I've already got 3 full sizes stocked up because it is that good and I've been using it. It's coming up as a today's special value. Keely, Chrissy will be joining me, and I know, Julia, you love your Elemis as well, and we have got something for every skin type coming up at midnight.
You see, Alison thinks she's the only one who's got a full size of that night cream. I've got one too, and it's fab. See you with more in this hour next.
Here's one of Sunday's hot picks. Give your skin a boost with the Elemis Tri-Enzyme Discovery Collection. Back in stock from February after selling out every day to air, it's introductory priced at just £24.95. The collection contains Tri-Enzyme Resurfacing Serum, Tri-Enzyme Resurfacing Facial Wash, and Tri-Enzyme Resurfacing Night Cream. Catch it in Elemis Skin Therapies, Sunday at 2 p.m. on QVC.
Gardening's been my passion since I was a boy, helping my granddad on his allotment. Every season has a magic to it, from the fresh young growth of spring to the bold colours of high summer. There's always something to keep you busy, from potting up to planning for next year. And once all that hard work's done, what better way to relax than sit back and enjoy the magic of your garden?
Share Richard's passion for gardening with Richard Jackson's Garden on QVC.
You're watching QVC, the shopping channel. Great to have your company. I'm Julia Roberts. And this show is high-tech toys and electronics. Now, the today's special value has sold out, and I'm so sorry if you are disappointed if you missed out on that. However, we've got some more great products to share with you, and Nick Aylesbury is here with me. Aylesbury is here with me.
Aylesbury.
I was right first time, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Never listen to your producer. Well, sometimes they can be helpful. Nick, it's lovely to see you.
And you, and you.
We were saying we haven't worked together for a while, and you've got a really good piece of kit here.
This is great. This is something that everybody's going to need. You've probably heard a lot at the moment about this digital switch over and the analogue switch off that's happening.
And sooner than they had said originally.
October the 17th it starts in Whitehaven, although it's going to take up to the end of 2012 to do the whole of the country. But you're going to need a digital tuner or a Freeview box on every TV in your house. Not just one per household, but every TV will need one. So if you haven't got one built into your telly, you'll need to buy a box to plug into your existing telly.
OK, because that's the option. I mean, obviously, you can buy televisions these days, and they have them built in, and that's great. But if there's nothing wrong with your telly, you don't want to buy a new telly, this is a really good alternative,
This is excellent as well. And what's great about this one is, one, it's got 2 tuners in it, but also, because it's got a hard drive on it as well, you can record up to about 120 hours of programmes on the hard drive of this machine. And because it's got 2 tuners in it, you can actually record 2 programmes at the same time, which is absolutely brilliant. So if you're watching...
So 2 different Freeview channels you can record at the same time?
Yeah. So if you say we've got this film on here, Steptoe and Son, and on the...
I recognise Harry H. Corbett.
And on the channel before it, we'd got the football. Now, if you wanted to record the match of the day...
Oh, yes. I mean Wayne Rooney.
Allegedly, yeah. If you say you were going out for the evening for a meal and you want to record match of the day and the Steptoe and Son, you can record both at the same time.
That is a fantastic feature. I mean, so many households fall out, you know. It's not, you know, when you're in and somebody can watch it and the other person can record, it's not such a big deal. But if you're going out and there's 2 things on that you actually want to record running at the same time on different channels, it can cause big arguments.
And the other thing as well, Julie, is why we've still got the analogue tuners as well. You could watch one programme on the normal tuner on your TV and record 2 Freeview channels at the same time. So you're using the one you're watching would be off your normal TV while we've still got the analogue transmitters going, and record 2 Freeview at the same time. Or,
I mean, talk to us about why it's such a bonus being able to put programmes onto hard drive rather than onto DVD or, you know, tape, which some people are still using. What's the real bonus of being able to put it onto hard drive?
Ease of use more than anything. Plus, if you're recording onto a DVD, obviously they're great. You can watch it hundreds of times and the quality doesn't degrade, but the discs can get damaged, they can get lost. If you've got them on the hard drive, whether you watch it 1 time, 100 times, 1,000 times, it's going to be the same quality every time you watch it. The other thing that's good about this, for having the twin tuner, is you can actually have picture-in-picture. So if you wanted to watch the football, but maybe you wanted to keep an eye on what was on QVC, you might be wanting to see what's coming up later on at midnight, say with the beauty that you've got coming on at midnight.
Yeah, with Alison.
You can go, just scroll through, use the channel to go through. It's sometimes affected a bit by the lights in here. Go through to channel 16, which is QVC. So you can see you can watch the football and keep an eye on QVC at the same time because it's got the 2 tuners in there.
It's such a great product, and £192.36. It is available on 2 easy payments of £96.18, and that's the first time we've had it on Easy Pays. 556901 is the item number, and it's got a big memory. I mean, you were talking about that, and I've actually got a machine which is a VHS, DVD and hard drive all in one.
Yes, yeah.
And that is fantastic. I mean, that's really, really good because the stuff I've put onto the hard drive is so much more accessible than the stuff that you put anywhere else. It's really easy to find. It's instant. You know, you haven't got to rewind anything. It's just there.
Well, I've got a similar sort of thing at home. I've actually got a hard drive recorder and I've got a separate VHS and DVD recorder. I have to say, I don't use the VHS or the DVD recorder at all.
No.
Everything goes onto the hard drive. Very simple to use. You get an electronic program guide, which is like your listings magazine on here, which you just do by pressing a button on here that says guide. So you've got all the lists of all the channels down here, the Freeview channels. You should be able to get at least 30, plus your radio channels. Now, like I said, you might want to record match of the day, so it's easy enough to do. So we've got it on here. So we just use the right cursor to go over to match of the day. Here we go, if I point it down at there. And if I want to record it, it says on here, I have to press the button that's red with a white circle in it. And there just happens to be a red button with a white circle in it on the remote, so I just press that, and it'll come up, there we go, with a little clock next to it. So that's now actually recording, because it's something that's current. If I then wanted to go back to record something say on Steptoe and Son, we've got on here. So I just highlight that, then I'll press record for that one. And it's now recording that one at the same time. So I'm recording both programs
It's
at the same time.
also giving you the option, because when you've pressed record, it comes up cancel record. So if you've made a mistake, you can actually one press of the button and it cancels that as well. It's a very, very clever little machine. OK, question. The USB connection, what is the significance of that?
The USB connection's great. If you've got one of the little USB drives that maybe you've stored something on one of the little USB hard drive, you've got some photographs you've taken off your computer or something and stored it on one of those little USB keys.
A memory stick thing?
Yeah, like a memory stick.
OK.
You can actually put the memory stick in the side of this and transfer your pictures onto the hard drive of this, so you can then watch them through your TV.
Really?
You can also, if you wanted to, put music onto the memory stick. Put that onto the hard drive of this, so you can then play your music through your TV as well. So all your photographs, instead of having to take your laptop or get people into where your computer is to have a look at your pictures, just put them onto a memory stick, put the memory stick in the side of here, then you can view all your pictures.
So you can have your little slideshow, like we used to have years ago, with the sheet up on the wall and the old cine camera going. You can actually do that.
You can do all of that. I'm just going to
TV.
Take this one off. The other thing you can do with this as well, if I just exit out of here, now I've got two things I'm recording at the moment, so it may not let me do this, but the other thing I can do, I can actually pause live TV. So if I'm watching the television, the phone rings, somebody comes to the door, the kids knock something over or whatever, or if you've got a little baby or something that needs changing, and there's something you want to watch, you just press the pause button, and what it'll do now, it will pause that live TV.
OK. Now, some televisions have that facility built into them.
Yeah.
But say you've got a television that doesn't. What's actually happening then? Is everything that you watch being recorded for a certain amount of time onto the hard drive?
This is what they call a buffer.
Like a sort of silo in the old CD machines.
It is. And what happens on this one, on this machine, is I've got one of these similar to this at home, and I leave it switched on all the time. And say if I left it on channel 1 all the time, that buffers 2 hours of that channel that it's switched on to all the time. So I don't have to press any button at all. It does it automatically.
Yeah, so it would be there. So if you were expecting to get home at 7 o'clock to watch a favourite programme that starts at 7:30, and actually you got held up in traffic and got home at 8:30,
I can actually, without having set it, I can rewind it. As long as I've left it on that channel.
OK, so it's only going to record the channel
that you've left it switched on.
Oh, I see.
But on here, you can see I've paused it. Now, some TVs do this, but they actually haven't got a hard drive built into them. And when you press the play button, it just goes straight to where the television is, the programme is live. This one's actually buffering it. So if I now press the play button, it'll carry on playing the programme from where I paused it.
Which you do get on some expensive televisions.
Expensive TVs.
It's making your television like an expensive television.
And what it'll do now is I can actually then fast forward. If you're watching a commercial station with adverts, then if you've paused it, then when you get to the adverts, just fast forward it through the adverts, so you can actually catch up the programme that you paused. So you can see we're going through up here 4 times, 10 times, 60 times, and now we're back to live. So you can pause live TV. You've got 2 tuners in it.
Do you know who scored the first goal at the new Wembley?
Did he?
I just thought I'd share that with you. Smart Bright, used to be a Crystal Palace player. I know these things. And our chairman scored the second one. Oh, no. We'll never live that down. 556901, the item number. Remember, you've got 250 gigabytes of memory here. It's dual streaming, so basically you can record 2 different programmes
at the same time. Yeah.
And actually, if you're still watching on analogue, you can watch an analogue programme and still record 2 other programmes whilst you're watching an analogue programme.
And when you've recorded them, all you have to do is to press a button on here that says list, and it will take you through, and you see it's still recording the 2 programmes here. But the ones that I recorded earlier on, there was Vernon Kay's game show, Before You Go, and New Street Law. The one here that's highlighted, it's showing me a thumbnail in the corner and telling me about what I've recorded.
I mean, it's all on screen. It's so very, very easy. Just a very quick question. Is there a facility on this to connect up to a VHS recorder if you wanted to transfer old VHS tapes onto a hard drive?
You can't.
Not with this one.
No, but what you can do, obviously, is if you can transfer it maybe onto a DVD, put the DVD into your computer, put it onto a memory stick and then put it through that way. So there is a way round it, but you'd have to put it onto a DVD, put the DVD in your computer, put that onto a memory stick and then put it into here.
Right.
So there's a way round it.
So you can't do it
if
direct. It's on your computer, you can actually put it onto the memory stick and then plug in and go. 556901 is the item number for the Sage M 250GB dual streaming twin tuner DTT PVR with USB connection, and that is £192.36 introductory price, and available on 2 easy payments of £96.18. Update your telly, make it a modern telly, make it a flash telly. OK, talking of tellies, we've got quite a nice flash telly coming up a little bit later on. That will be with Nick and myself, and this is back in stock. So we'll see Nick later on with this. It's 556747, and it's from Samsung. It actually sold out on its first day to air, so we've got it back in stock for you. And we've still got the introductory price. So £705 is the price it will be, but £640.92 means a saving of £65, nearly £65. It's also on 3 easy payments, so you can actually try this out at home, see if you like it, basically. Keep it at home for up to 30 days. If it doesn't suit, you can arrange to have it picked up. We will collect it. It will only cost you the original postage and packing of £7.95. So that's coming up later. And that actually does have a DTT tuner built into it, and it comes on the pedestal stand, and it's HD ready, as you would expect most tellies to be these days. 556747. OK, well, I've come over to say hello to Peter. Hello, Peter.
Hi, Julia, again.
Nice to see you again. I know. I'd never worked with you before. Saw you a couple of weeks ago.
Twice in 2 weeks.
I know. Back with you. With a great product, which has been immensely popular here at QVC.
Over 4 years now.
Yeah.
So it's an infrasonic alarm. An infrasonic alarm that will listen to the whole of the fabric of your home. It listens to the walls, the floors, everywhere else. And all you need to have is the ability to plug this into a 13-amp socket, and then it will work.
And, of course, the beauty of this is, and as we discussed before, unlike passive infrared, which they're good, you know, good alarm systems, helping to protect your home. But if you've got pets and they actually cross the beams, they can set the alarms off when actually there isn't an intruder. It doesn't happen with this.
This is one of the only alarms, in fact, the only one I know of, that will work before the intruder crosses the threshold of your home. In other words, once they come along and they touch the threshold of your home, touch doors, windows, attempt to force an entry, then it will go off.
Now, 419444 is the item number for the Activator RX9 infrasonic plug-in security scanner with 100 decibel, that is loud, siren, and that is £38. And here on QVC, about 11,000 of these have actually sold. That particular model,
Yeah, we've had many others.
OK, so explain to us how it works. In fact, I tell you what we'll do. We've got a little piece of videotape, and this actually explains very, very clearly what this does.
The RX9 security and safety system is easy to install. Simply plug it into a main socket and plug your chosen deterrent into it. It could be a light, a radio cassette player, or the supplied alarm siren. You may even decide on a combination of deterrents by using a multiple mains adapter. The sensitivity dial enables you to adjust the range of the system to the size of your home. The RX9 is safe to use around pets, and unlike some security devices, will listen and detect any changes which may occur to the perimeter of your home. The device operates by detecting low-level subsonic vibrations created by the movement of air and below the threshold of human hearing. Therefore, should any door or window be opened, forced or tampered with, the RX9 will detect these actions and automatically operate your chosen deterrent. It's also a versatile safety device for all the family. At night, it can be set to automatically activate your chosen lamp, creating a safe path as soon as a door opens. The RX9 makes a great welcoming device. Using a mains adapter or multiple RX9 units, several lamps can be switched on at once. When arriving home at night, your chosen light will activate as you open the front door, providing a safe and reassuring environment.
I mean, really, really is quite a unique product, isn't it?
Absolutely unique. Absolutely unique. Right, let's tell you something about it. First of all we need to be able to do is the ability, as we said, to plug it in to a switch here. Now, this can switch anything that's plugged into the front socket. In this instance, we have a siren. In a moment, we'll demonstrate how to plug lights and other bits and pieces in. But just simply with the siren, if I switch that on, what that will now do is that, unbelievably, is going to scan the whole of this. And the studio lights are coming down, although we don't actually need them for this demonstration, because it's actually just listening to the whole of the studio now. It will listen to the walls. So if anyone, you know, it will allow us to move around. We can clap our hands, we can stamp our feet, we can do anything we want. But the moment that somebody comes back, and if you watch when we go to the wall, we turn on, it will switch on the alarm. Now, that is somebody as if they're going to come along, as we've seen on the film, and I'll switch that off.
Now, how does it... OK, question.
Okay.
How does it recognise that it isn't you coming
It's
home
like magic,
with your front door key?
OK, right. This is what it does. First of all, there's a 30-second delay on here, which you can switch it on to 30 seconds, which will then allow you to come home, come through the door and switch it on.
OK.
But what we want to do, and what the police around the world have always said, is that if you can switch on lighting or sound instantaneously at home, it will most certainly deter an intruder. So you can imagine, if an intruder comes along to your home, and what we can do, we can plug all sorts of things in here, and I'll just start to do a demonstration which will show you all the different sorts of things that we can plug in. So if I plug in a simple extension lead into the front of here, we'll then plug into it this lamp that we've got here.
I mean, this is going to be ideal for people who maybe are out at work all day, or possibly people who maybe go away for the weekends and things.
We'll plug in the siren, we'll plug in a radio, and we'll plug in another lamp. OK. Now, this can actually switch up to 1,000 watts of switching power. And now what we'll do is we'll now switch it on. Again, it will start to scan the whole of the building. And what you can imagine is that if a burglar or somebody comes along, or an intruder comes along to your home, and they're going to come along, they're going to have to try to gain entry. Again, I'd stress this is the only alarm system that we know of that will work before the intruder crosses the threshold of your home. But the moment he comes along...
less damage.
Dead right. And everything then goes off. So we've got the lights coming on, we've got the alarm coming on, and of course, we can also have the radio coming on. I think, as you can see, that quite clearly demonstrates to anybody that somebody's home.
I nearly had the hiccups a few minutes ago. You know, they say to give you a fright. So when that radio came, I jumped out my skin.
OK, so it's best, really, it sounds unbelievable, but this works, and it will only actually switch on for 3 minutes, because we don't want it to be annoying. So it will cleverly switch itself on for 3 minutes. Then after 3 minutes, switch itself off. 30 seconds later, it will scan the building again and reset itself for the next attack.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. So it's not going to keep going off.
The alarm's gone off, and they try to come back and
it's not going to keep going off. That's right. Because
Okay.
there's nothing worse than annoying bells, whistles, and all the other bits and pieces. And I'll just, while we're talking, because we are fairly short of time, just show you again. Once again, do the demonstration, because everybody finds it difficult to believe.
Does it come with full instructions? Because
absolutely,
you can do other things with it.
Many
as you
things.
said in the video there, you can do other things. So when you are at home, you can actually use it for other things.
Very.
Within the home, can't you?
Dead right. And all that we do, again, it's scan the building. I think the 20 seconds has gone. The moment that... There we go. So again, the lights have come on, the alarm has come on, and once again, the radio has come on. OK.
Yeah, but I knew it was coming that time.
Just to give you a good example, this is not just a security system. The British police are actually giving this away. Oh, they're not actually giving it away, but they're putting it into high crime areas in this country. But more importantly, we've got people like Help the Aged looking at it, the fire brigade, because it's a safety product.
Yeah.
And to demonstrate the whole of the uses of this, my mum is a typical example. My mum's 82 years old. When Mum comes home at night, the moment she puts her key in the door, she's got one of these plugged into her lamp in the hallway. It immediately switches on the lamp. Now, she's on her own. She says it makes her feel welcome when she comes home.
So has she got the alarm set as well?
No, all she's got is a lamp.
Right.
But what it does, it lights her way in safely.
OK.
Then she walks past it. It stays on for 3 minutes. She forgets it, because 30 seconds later, providing she doesn't touch the fabric of the building, it turns into a security device. and it will still scare anyone that comes along, because if they come along once again, and they do touch the wall, do all the other things that they need to do, it will switch the lights on.
How do you turn the alarm off yourself manually if you're in the building when someone tries to
all you physically
come
do
in?
really is just come along and switch the switch off.
Oh, it's just the switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it will deter opportunist burglars. It's great if you're babysitting kids, as I do, when they get up in the middle of the night. But most importantly, if you get anyone come along...
Not for the alarm isn't going to go off.
Of course, then it goes
You should
again.
just say that, because that wouldn't be great for the kids, would it?
No. If you're sleeping at night, obviously use the lighting, etc. But
so loud,
it's
though,
a
isn't it?
phenomenal product. I've been in the security game for many, many years, and this is the best product I've ever seen. And look at the price.
Yeah. OK, just explain to us again, in terms of the kids and sort of lighting their way at night time. So how does that work? What do you do there
OK,
then?
all I do, a typical example, during the night I have one of these plugged in downstairs in the hallway.
Oh, so you have two?
And I have one plugged in upstairs on the landing.
OK.
When my grandchildren stay, the moment that they get up in the middle of the night, open the bedroom door, this switches on the landing light. It lights their way safely into the bathroom. Equally, if I get up at night, I go to the bathroom, they go into the bathroom. And more importantly, it wakes up Nanny, not me, hopefully, to know that they're awake and moving around the house.
We've had questions come through about pets, and I think it's what we touched on at the beginning, you know, with the passive infrared, that pets can actually cross the beam, they can set the alarms off.
They can't set this off. Pets can move around, we can move around. OK, I think we'll just do one more just to show that we can move around. We can move around, we can clap our hands, pets can move around. If you have a pet flap, and it's an extra strong pet flap, don't worry about it, because on the front there's a small sensitivity control.
Oh, OK.
So you can make it, adjust
down.
the sensitivity up or down as to where it is. And then most of all, as we can see now, if we're walking around, clapping your hands, stamping your feet, nothing affects it, but so the moment you touch the fabric of the building, we're off again.
Yeah. And it's detecting that, the walls that we have here.
It's detecting the fabric of the changes, to the fabric of the building.
Yeah.
And that's what it's listening to. It's amazing.
Try it. You've got 30 days. You're going to get full instructions on how to use this. There's no installation. I mean, that's the other key thing. You know, you think about alarms and how much it can cost you.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, you know, it always bothers me having those people come along and install alarms, because they know exactly what your security system is. And not all of them are honest. I'm not saying they're dishonest, but not all of them are honest. So this, you just literally plug in and you're good to go.
This is the time of year that we're starting to leave our homes, go on holidays, weekends away. The summer is you're more feasible to having an unwanted visitor than you are in the darker hours.
Quick last question. Can you leave windows open?
Yes, you can, because it's not pressure sensitive. So all night long you can have the windows open, you can have the summer breezes, and this is still looking after you.
419444, the Activator RX9 infrasonic plug-in security scanner with 100 decibel siren, which is loud, as you probably noticed. £38. Peter, thank you very much.
Thanks, Julia.
Well, stay with us, because we have still got that great television that we're going to be looking at with Nick Alsbury.
Here's one of Sunday's hot picks. Give your beauty routine a boost with the fabulous Liz Earle 200ml Cleanse and Polish Duo. Back in stock from February, the duo's available for the QVC price of £39.50. Enriched with almond milk and eucalyptus, the cleanser will swiftly remove daily grime. 2 muslin cloths are also included. Order yours in Liz Earle Naturally Active Skincare, Sunday at 9 p.m. Lessons in Beauty with QVC. Whether you're a beauty beginner or a beauty expert, there's always more to learn in the exciting world of skincare and makeup on QVC. With hours of advice and demonstrations and a whole array of excellent brands, it's a perfect opportunity to indulge yourself for a whole day. Lessons in Beauty starts midnight tonight and continues all day Sunday.
Did you know you can come through live to the studio and chat?
And we love it when you call in. We want to know what you've collected, what you've bought from QVC.
So why don't you give us a call? It'd be lovely to hear from you, and that way you can be a part of the show too.
Our studio line, as always, 0800 54 44 34.
Get your texting thumb working. 80782.
And we don't care if you've been with us for 13 years or 13 minutes.
We're waiting to take your call, and we would love to have a chat with you.
High-tech toys and electronics is the name of the show that we're in currently on QVC, the shopping channel, just until midnight tonight, when, of course, we launch our Lessons in Beauty Day with our beauty expert, Alison Young. I'm Julia Roberts. I'm here with Nick Alsbury. We have got a great-looking television to share with our viewers next, Nick.
This is tremendous. We actually did this as TSV at the beginning of March, and it's the biggest selling TV we've ever done here on QVC.
Really?
Yeah, it was absolutely phenomenal. In fact, I think we went to 2 lots of advanced orders and it's still sold out by lunchtime.
Oh,
tremendous set. It really is. It's from Samsung, the biggest name in consumer electronics at the moment. It's the fastest growing brand in consumer electronics. One of the top 20 biggest brands in any industry in the world. It's up there with Intel, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, so it's a big brand. And it's got a Freeview tuner built into it as well. So we mentioned before where we had the separate box. This is one of the sets that's actually got it built in. So you can
we're starting to get a little bit more future-proof, if there is such a thing.
It is, yeah. It is an absolutely tremendous set. There are 3 things that I've been sort of going on and on about for the last year or so that you really must look for when you're buying a TV. One, you really should buy one at the moment that's HD ready. Even if you're not going to get into HD straight away, get one that's HD ready, because it could be that in 6 months or a year's time you want to buy into HD, and if you haven't got an HD ready set, then you'll have to go and change it. 2, look for a set that's got Freeview built into it. If you're going out to buy a new set now, get one with Freeview built into it.
Definitely.
Because with the analogue switch off that starts, as we said before, on October the 17th up in Whitehaven, you're going to need something within the next 3 or 4 years that's got Freeview. And the other thing you should look at is to get one with what's called the highest contrast ratio that you can get. Now, what that means is that a contrast ratio is the amount of steps that there are between the blackest black and the whitest white on a picture.
All right.
Now, some of the cheaper sets, they may have a contrast ratio of 200 to 1 or 300 to 1, and even some of the big brand name sets you can see will maybe have 1,000 to 1 or 1,200 to 1. This is 3,000 to 1. So there are 3,000 steps between the blackest black and the whitest white. That gives you much better contrast and a much bigger colour palette.
Yeah.
So you're getting much more vibrant colours.
And also it means that you can adjust it in little steps. You know, it's like the fairy steps or the giant steps. You can adjust it in little steps to your own personal taste.
Yes.
There's more room to play, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, we've actually shown some HD footage here. I've got a little box plugged into the back. Although I've actually had HD at home since June last year. I got it ready for the World Cup. And I know you're a big football fan, and I watch a lot of football. I was watching one of the matches before I came in tonight. And when you watch it in high definition, I've said before, they nearly always have the cameras at the one side of the pitch. And when the player runs from side to side of the pitch, it looks like on a normal TV they're running up and down the screen. When you watch it in HD, it looks like they're running in and out of the telly. And when you see something on here, we had some flowers just now, it looks like you can almost put your hand in and pick the flowers, is how realistic
almost
it is.
smell them.
It really is tremendous. The picture quality is tremendous. But you've also got on here, as we said before, you've got your normal analogue tuner, but you've also got the digital tuner as well. So you're going to get all of your Freeview channels on here. So you can see we've got the BBC one on here, and we can go into a button that says guide. Now, this has got an electronic program guide. It doesn't actually store anything. It hasn't got a hard drive on it. But this really is like your listings magazine on your TV for the next 7 days. So you can go through all the different channels, and you can see you've got all the different TV channels down here, and it goes down to you've got the radio channels further down as well. So if you go on to something like
how many channels does it have?
Depending on which area, you should get at least 30 TV channels, plus whatever radio channels are in that area as well. And you'll get most of the big BBC and a lot of the commercial channels as well. So at least 30 TV channels and maybe 20-odd radio channels as well.
And of course, by having that in your television, you're not subscribing to anything, are you? You're not subscribing to Sky, you're not subscribing to a cable operator.
No, you've bought the TV and you're getting all those channels. But all the channels are in your telly. So, and you're getting them with the TV. So the tuner's built into your TV. So once you bought your TV, there's no subscription to pay, nothing else to pay. You will get the Freeview channels that are on there. If you're in a good Freeview area, and you can go on to www.freeview.com or freeview.co.uk, you just type in your postcode and it will tell you whether you can get Freeview in your area.
Presumably they're going to have to sort of kind of upgrade the signal for the less good reception areas, because if we go completely digital,
well, it will
everyone's going to have to be able to receive it, aren't
We'll
they?
be completely digital by the end of 2012. So it could be that when you go onto their website, you find that you haven't got Freeview in your area at the moment, but it will be coming within the next few months or the next couple of years. So why not buy the set with it already in it now, so you're ready for it? But it's tremendous TV.
It's also a tremendous price. I mean, we haven't mentioned this yet, but this the QVC price on this should be £705. It is back in stock. As Nick said, it was a today's special value that sold out. It sold out 2 lots of advanced orders by midday back in March when we first had it. We've still got an extremely good price. It's £640.92, which is a saving of nearly £65 actually. And we've got it on those 3 easy payments. So you can actually have this at home. The other thing that I really like about this, of course, is that you can decide, you know, whether it's the right size set for your room. How many times do you go into an electronics showroom and you stood there thinking, oh, this isn't big enough, this telly, so you go to the next size up, the next size up. You end up buying a great big humongous television, having to have it delivered at home, you know, you get it in there. It's too big. What do you do with it? You know, you've bought it then, haven't you? Well, with QVC, you try it out at home to see if you like it.
I started selling TVs 32 years ago, so that was probably when you were still at school or whatever.
Definitely, Nick.
Definitely. Junior school as well. So I started selling TVs 32 years ago, and the biggest set we had at the time was a 26-inch, and it used to take 2 of us to carry it, and it was a massive thing.
And of course they were so fat
at the back, weren't
they?
This is only about, what, 3 inches from front to back.
Yes.
You've also got the facility, if you want, you could actually, you've got the socket, the holes on the back, so you could go out and buy yourself a bracket if you wanted, and mount it on the wall.
Excellent.
Yeah. It comes with this pedestal stand here. We'll be giving you details of the stand that's underneath it a little bit later on. So this, and they go really well together. But the 32-inch is actually the most popular size at the moment in the UK for an LCD TV. So it seems to be people that probably had a 26 or a 28 old CRT TV are going up to a 32 for an LCD. And this really is tremendous. You've got a couple of SCART sockets on the back so you can connect the peripherals into it. You've got what's called an
that could be gaming, it could be, you know,
gaming,
if kids have got PlayStation or...
Yeah, you can plug that into it. You've got an HDMI socket on the back, which is what you need if you're going to watch high definition. But it's also got what they call a VGA socket on the back, which means you can connect it to your computer. So you could use this as a big monitor if you wanted to.
Okay.
Maybe if you're a company, you might want something like this in your reception and maybe play some company information through the TV in your reception or in a boardroom.
That's quite useful, even in a home environment, because sometimes when my kids are home from university, you know, they'll have something on their laptops.
Yeah.
They'll say, come and watch this, and if you're not at the right angle, you can't really see what's going on.
No.
So you could actually connect that.
You can connect
and play it through the main screen.
I've actually got a slightly smaller version of one of these at home, which I use in my office. And I use that as a computer monitor. But then I've also got one of those one-for-all flat aerials that LJ sells loads of on here in my office as well. So I can actually work away on my computer, but I can also keep an eye in the corner, because it does picture-in-picture as well. I can keep an eye on what's on the TV in the corner while I'm working on the computer at the same time.
You're supposed to be doing that, Nick, are you? Really?
Well, it's my own business, so you know what I mean. I've only got myself to answer to.
I was going to say, speak to the boss.
I'll speak to the boss, yes.
He'll let you do it.
But, so it's very, very versatile. You're getting excellent sound quality from it as well. But really, the high definition, if you get into it, is tremendous. Don't forget, if you've also got something like an Xbox 360 games console or a PS3, they're both high definition. So you'll be able to play all your games in high definition on this TV. And they are awesome. Anthony, I know, had one of these at home a few months ago. And he spent hours and hours playing games on his TV. And the people who are really into their gaming love this telly.
Sorry. I'm not going there. We don't actually have massive stocks of this. If you would like to try this at home, you've got the 30-day money-back guarantee, remember. It gets delivered to your home. £7.95 is the postage and packing. If you decide after 30 days that actually, you know, it isn't the right size, it's not appropriate, maybe for whatever reason you decide you don't want to keep it, you ring us up, you organise to have it picked up. You haven't got to cart it up to the local post office. We then collect it from you. So, you know, £7.95, that's all you will end up paying, and you will have had this in your home for a few weeks and check out if it's the right TV set for your home.
And when you do get it home, it's very easy to set up. You switch it on, you press the menu button, it has a picture of a little aerial on there, you just click on that, it goes to set up, you press OK, and it tunes itself in.
So it's self-tuning?
It's self-tuning,
yes.
auto set up, so it takes seconds to do. Yeah. Absolutely seconds. And the picture quality you can see here with these animals is fantastic.
High definition that we're looking at here. Obviously, if someone at home hasn't got that, they're not going to get the same impression that we've got. But you really, it's actually quite scary in a way, because you really feel that you can reach into that. Yes. It doesn't feel as though it's flat.
No, and as I said, when you're watching sport, when you're watching football, it is awesome. It really is awesome. Even Manchester United are auction on one of these.
You were about to say even Crystal Palace, weren't you?
No, of course I wasn't.
But
they're never on the telly, are they?
Actually, we are. We are 2 weeks tomorrow, so take that back.
I apologise.
And you can watch them in high definition and tell me how good
All
they were.
the Eagles. Is it the Eagles? I've got to say, apologise to the Eagles.
You are forgiven. 556747 is the item number if you would like that. It's the Samsung Sonoma 32-inch high-definition ready widescreen LCD TV with the DTT tuner and pedestal stand. £705 QVC price is going to be, but it is back in stock from March when it's sold out, not just as a today's special value, but 2 lots of advanced orders by midday. It's £640.92 introductory price, and it is available on 3 easy payments of £213.64. And if you did want the shelf support, which it goes perfectly with, particularly if you do have things like a PlayStation and video or DVD recorder that you want to stack up underneath it.
This is ideal. It's made from the highest level of British standard safety glass, so you haven't got to worry about the safety in the home. You've got a tube down the back that takes all your cables, so you haven't got to sit there and look at the TV and see all that horrible spaghetti that's hanging out the back. That's all tied away. And the other thing I really like about it, this glass is actually black all the way through. So if you were to scratch it, it's not going to leave a white mark, because the colour goes all the way through the glass, and it really looks fantastic with this telly.
556228 is the item number for that. It's the 3-shelf support for LCD and plasma screens up to 43 inches, so not just for use with this TV, but it does go very nicely with it, and it's £99.72, and it is back in stock. Well, actually, it's not going to be a very long review because, of course, our today's special value sold out even of the advanced orders. Well done if you managed to get that. But earlier on with Nick, we were looking at the Sagem 250GB dual streaming twin tuner DTT PVR with USB connection, and that's 556901. And Nick, that's going to allow you to record 2 programmes at the same time. Digital programmes at the same time, and even if you want to watch an analogue programme at the same time.
Or pause live TV. It's that great, you know, those cases when the phone rings or the front doorbell goes, just pause it and then come back to it when you finish doing what you have to do.
So it's really updating maybe an existing television to be a modern TV. That's £192.36, and it's available on 2 easy pays for £96.18. And then with Peter, we had a look at the Activator RX9 infrasonic plug-in security scanner with a 100 decibel siren, and that is 419444, and that's £38. Nick was just mentioning the Sona 3-shelf support for LCD and plasma screens up to 43 inches with cable tidy, and this is 556228, and it's £99.72, and that is actually back in stock. And it would work extremely well with this, which sold out as a today's special value back in March, 556747. It's the 32-inch high-definition ready widescreen LCD TV with DTT tuner and pedestal stand, and it's £640.92, and it's on 3 easy pays. I shall see you later today as we have our lessons in beauty. Big thanks to Nick Osborne and all my other guests, and I'll leave you with Alison Young and Keely Iden.
Visit QVCUK.com and discover QVC's Weekend Web Saver. See our online video presentation of this weekend's special offer, the Quilling Card Pack, available at a special Web Saver price. But hurry, this offer must end Sunday at midnight. This great deal is just a click away, delivered directly to your door. So get online with QVCUK.com and grab yourself a bargain this weekend.
Look out for special hours over the course of the weekend as we celebrate the 12th anniversary of Lee Sands Glam Rocks on QVC.
And what about the Kim & Co this season? Spring collection.
Kim & Co spring collection, absolutely
It's
glorious.
gorgeous.
A bit like today, really.
Yeah.